Welcome to a Friday night. Sorry for the delay. I had a bunch of crap I had to do last weekend and it got in the way of me making any videos. So, very busy week at work. But it did give a bunch of AliExpress stuff time to catch up to me and arrive. So they're all sitting over here. And so let's look at some and see what we got. And toss it over there. So this little baggie, this is for I have those controllers that I have now, the I think it's in here, the chips, and now this is the SMD pin header thingies. They're going to go on the board and get soldered on. They give you an interface. Now the only thing I don't have for all this stuff with this so small pitch, I need to find the appropriate cabling for it. So, and for my Apple project for the floppy drive, I picked up a couple of power supplies that were dual voltage. So these guys here do, here, let me just cut it off. Did William not leave the knife over here? Oh, no, yes he did. Ah, okay. There we go. Even in transport. Wow. There we go. Did it look like it's rows? Yeah, it definitely got dented. Got banged around. So these guys have 12 volts and 5 volts on them. The usual style of these, little protector plate. You put your AC over here. Live, neutral, ground. And then over here you have common, and I think it's 2 commons and a 12 volt and a 5 volt. I'll have to take a multimeter and check. So, well, that didn't reach the trash can. So let's see if this one's dented. Nope, not bad. So we'll do the trick, and I still can't hit the trash can. So I'll just put them back in here for the moment. And then we'll just put them down here on the Apple floppy drive. And what's this one? Oh yes, I've already had a look at this package and I already kind of prepped them. But what we have here is a 4, 4, 8, 2, 16s, 2s. Okay. These guys here, and let me just turn the brightness down a little bit. It's not so glary. These are almost Picos. Yeah. I've actually sent a message already to the supplier about this. They didn't get their pinouts 100%. It's darn close. It's off by I think there's 4 out of whack or 5 out of whack pins on the thing. But this one here, for example, this has 16 meg on it. It actually has a reset switch and an extra switch and a boot selector switch. It has them all. And it's USB-C. And I loaded CircuitPython on it already. And all I have to do is, of course, pin it. You know, put the pins on like so. Like so. Do some soldering job for it. And now the only problem is I cannot put this in a breakout board for Pico. They flubbed up here. Can I zoom down? Yeah, I should be able to. Let's zoom down a little bit. So here, see this 3 volts here and this one here? There's supposed to be another 3 volts there. And then down here, can't remember, somewhere in here, there's 2 pins that are off up by 1. So that side is wrong. I think this side is mostly good. I think there's might be 1 pin. But on this side, there's definitely 2 down here. Right where the 28, 29, I think it is. And just below the VREF line. Right in here. And then, of course, the 3 volts wrong over here. There's something wrong in this section. So otherwise, it's not pin compatible for... and then, of course, on the back end here, there's 4. On a real Pico, there's only 3. So, yeah. And I have that Citron... breakout board. At least the Citron ones, their Picos are pin for pin perfect. These ones aren't. But doesn't mean I can't use them. So we will just put them in here. I got a bunch of soldering to do for these guys. And I'll just zoom out a bit. And focus. There we go. So, kind of cool. And they were cheap. They were, I think the 16 main ones were about $7. So, it's kind of cool. And I need a drawer for these. We'll put them in here. So that's that bag. Then we got in here... nothing else in there. So these guys were for that breadboard I have up there that I was working on putting the various pieces on. So I think these are these. So if I get that board, this one I think it is. Yes, this one. So this one here, that was down to, I think, this right here to do. And it looks like we have a winner this time. So the idea is we put some 4 pins into here and we can hook this up like so. So they say VN plus, VN minus. Now it might be this way actually. Yeah, in plus, in minus, and then on this side is V out, in out. Yeah, so this way, it goes on this way. So that finishes this section off. So that should be good. And I have a few extra just in case. So what do we have in this yellow bag? I think I opened this one up already. This was another Pico Breakout board. There are two of them in here. So let's open one up. And I will just, I keep bumping the camera. I will turn the light up a little more. There we go. So this is, the idea is you put a Pico in here. And it breaks everything out, either male or female pins. And then down here in the red we have tapping into, I think, USB and stuff like that. Yeah. So something to try out. I still think the Citron Breakout boards are the best, but who knows. Now this little envelope here. So these are like these, but they're a little different. They go into the hole. These are males, these are females. But these are not surface mount, these ones are. And then what do we got in here? Oh, this one feels heavy. Right, PCBs. I saw this on what was it? The guy who does the Drone Bot channel. He had some of these boards like this. And I thought they were actually kind of nice. So they're more than just your usual mini PCB breadboard prototyping board, because you got all this stuff over here. You can actually put, your power connector on here, the little screw block here, and I think this one here is a USB port. I don't think I have any of those connectors, but I do definitely have these connectors. And then you have your usual, what looks like a wireless breadboard. So, and I was looking at this company on AliExpress, Pcbs. They have a whole pile of different variants of these things, which is kind of cool, right? So, okay, we have this one here. Now this one here, I believe, is a battery charger. Now, the funny thing is, I think on this breadboard, I can put two different things up here. So, and I've been debating which one to put. I can put that overall, what they call it, the LM2596 DC module, or the battery shield. This, I believe, is the battery shield. So, I believe it goes like this. Yeah, so like so, a little bit like so. Now, ideally, what we should do is we put female pins in here, right? So like this. And then if we don't want it this on, we take it off and we put the other board on. I think that's what we should be doing. So I have both varieties for it. Okay. Put that back up there again. This one here. Nope, this empty yellow now. One more yellow over here. Now, my favorite little thing. This guy is to solve an issue. So let me just get the problem in hand. I think they're over here. I just have to get them out. There's one. Okay. So we have these guys here. Okay. On the back side, we have this crap. Now, I don't want to really solder, so I thought at first I would put this, as I shown before. Doesn't work. Right? Needs to be farther apart. I also thought of something like this, too. But I realized that these, even though they look good, they're the same problem as this one here. And I do have actually some jumpers for this size. What they call 1.27, something like that. So instead, I realized I could put these switches on a little circuit board and then wire the circuit board to those pads. So that's what these things are. So one side of this is something or other, 8, and the other side is something smaller. So we can see here it doesn't match this. It's the wrong one. But it does match this. Like so. So I can, and I have different amounts of switches here too. Yeah, okay, so these, let's just move these out of here for a sec. Just get them out of this drawer here because they didn't actually belong. And we put these ones back on the shelf for a sec. So I have all these different dip switches here. We have, this one is 4. I have all sizes in here. So big long ones, little shorter ones. So this is more of that 4. But we do have in here 2, 1, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, and I think this is 7. No, this is 8, and this is 10. And so these little guys here are same as all these little guys here. Okay. I think I ordered those. Funny thing, I ordered those other ones after that little bag, but that little bag took a long time to arrive. So, and I'll put those in there too because they belong. So that's the idea. And I got 2 of these little boards. It's really misleading. When you look at the picture of it, you think it's this big board like this. But the idea is this: you can break these away. Just like that. And then what I'll do is I'll wire some wire into these. After I put this on, I'll wire some wire and maybe a little glue gun, right? And I will put it like this, right here on this thing. Then I'll have a little dip switchy thing, maybe like this, something like this. Doesn't really matter. I found out that this row here is common. And this row's in it. So I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wires. So since one side of this thing is all common, right? It doesn't really matter if when I solder the switch onto here, as long as one side is all individually soldered on here, the other side can be all joined together in one super blob. It doesn't really matter, right? And then we'll have a little switch thing. And then all we have to do is select which one of the 4 switches does these addresses here. Just like that. And I'm just going to put these back in the bag so we don't lose track of these. They're very, very small. And the little switch goes in here, and I'll put these in here, and these of course go back in their bin. Like so. And that's that yellow. Now, at work we got some of these LG panels, and apparently they operate a lot like those power supplies. We have to actually use these things. Now I have a ruler around here, I think somewhere. Where's my ruler? Ruler. Is it in here? Or is it in here? What I need is a ruler. I have to use a set that is oops. Here's a ruler. That'll work. It's actually a CircuitPython ruler. It actually runs CircuitPython. So what we're after here is, apparently it's 5 millimeters across. So I need something that'll fit within about 3 millimeters. So maybe this. I think though I need something slightly bigger than that. I think between the prongs of the U I need it to be 5 millimeters. So something like this guy right here, which is this bin right here. Now I can also make it ring too, like so. Maybe I'll make one a ring and one a U. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. See which one he wants. I can always make another one too. And this guy goes into here. So I happen to have AC power cords. And I'll just move that into the trash. So let's cut it open. And we need a wire stripper. Not a wire crimper. This will work. Okay. So we don't need this end. It's useless. And we need our knife here. We need to cut back some of this. There we go. Oops. Oh, not quite. There we go. Like so. And apparently there's some white gunky on stuff on the cable. So we'll just clean this cable. We are also going to need some heat shrink tubing. And that is upstairs here. Right here. So, and we're going to need helping hand. Where's my nearest helping hand? One sec. Smaller helping hand went to. I do have a smaller one. I just don't know where it is. So what we want, first of all, is to strip these. And then you get to find out how little copper is in these AC cables. And you wondered, do they actually meet the specifications for how much current? Sorry you're not seeing this. I have to have it fairly close to my face in order to see what I'm doing. Okay, so a little bit of this, a little twisty so our braids don't come apart. Although I think green needs a little more. Let's do green a little more. There we go. Okay, so what we do is we need some heat shrink tubing. Hinges are this way. So we are doing a fairly thin wire. These black, perhaps. Let's see. That's cutting it a little bit. How about these blues? We need to get around the edge of this, like this part right here. So no, not the blues. That must mean these greens here. Very close. How about a little more black? That's better. So some of these blacks. Okay. And I think we'll cut them in half. And this one too. Yep, okay. Cut them in half. That gives us 6 of them. Like so. Now, we'll prop here and we'll drop our heat shrink tubing down these guys. Like so. And to make sure this green is trimmed a bit, there we go. Now we just make sure that we're putting these things on. I find that when doing these things, it's better to actually fold them a bit like this. And I need a alligator clip. Like so. I don't want this thing sliding down like so. And I already have the pencil hot and ready to go. So I need my magnifiers because I can't see a damn thing. There we go. And we do the brown one. Bend it over like so. And my glasses, of course, falling off my face. And of course I don't want it to slip down. And this one I don't want in the way, so let's just... Oh, it's still very hot. Okay, that's another one done. Ooh, that alligator clip is warm. Now for the blue one. One more. And did anyone watch that Vertasium video where he talks about the flow of electricity? Like how electricity actually goes down the wire? And boy, did all the electrical engineers and stuff pop out of the woodwork for that. Dave on E-Blog and Big Clive, and then Electro Boom, all right? And they're all saying, no, he's wrong, he's got it wrong. So he actually put a supplemental video up just recently, and he need that on. He showed in more detail what he was getting at. And it was actually really cool. I'm just now waiting for these guys like Big Clive and that to work on that. So that particular video. So we're going to do this. Normally this is for surface mount soldering, but I have the temperature quite low so that I'm just doing heat shrink tubing with it. And now we do the brown one. And release the green one. It's caught on there. There we go. And we do the green one. This particular pencil I'm using in that is back in stock on Amazon. I think of all the ones I've looked at, except for like name brands like Weller's and whatever, this is a really good deal. It's about $120 Canadian. It comes on in a couple different names, but it's all the same one. Here we go. So here we go. One done. Except for the color. So what I'm going to have to put on here is labels to say which is ground, which is hot, and which is neutral. But I'll do that in a little bit. So we made one. And I have another one here. I think this one's stiffer. Definitely. It's got stiffer wires, which means there's actually more copper in this one. So we need wow, that is a stiff sheath. Holy moly. I think this particular cable must be, I don't know, a decade old. Yeah. There we go. Let's clean it off. This has the same white gunk that they had on the other one. Now, the funny thing is, this cable over here has brown, green, and blue. This one here has white, black, and green. Now, in theory, we have the more correct color code here. than the other one. So you have basically the hot, the neutral, and the ground, right? So first, where's my strippers? We need to strip. Okay, so there we go. So twist. Now I'll have to look up the colors because I believe black is ground, but I cannot remember white or green is the neutral. I think white is and green is the hot. But I have to look that up. So now we have to put these rings on here. So we need to do this again. Like so. And then we need to put our 3 little heat shrink tubes on first. Just like that. So, you might have a ton of these cords sitting in your junk bin. Don't get rid of them. You might have to do what I'm doing is for these power supplies and stuff like that is to make these things. So, let's begin with Mr. Green. Now, fold it over like so. Oh, definitely a lot more copper in this. Oh, is it snug? And we can do Mr. White. And we can do Mr. Black. Okay, go on, go on. Ow, 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 ow. That hurt. Yes, sticking a piece. I don't like that copper sticking out on the edge there. There we go. Okay, then we get to solder these 3. I don't even need the alligator clip. They're going to stay on. Let's move our glasses down. There we go. Don't have to stare at it so early. Now these are really nice solder joints, William. They flowed right up the connector into the thing. Okay, we'll need our little heat sinky thing again. I mean our heat shrinky tool. Oh, these are looking really nice. Beautiful. Though I'm pretty sure at some factory they could have done this a lot faster. But boy, those look really nice. Here we go. The thing has a magnetic switch in it. So it turns it off, then it cools down the heating element in the thing, and then switches what you want. So let's see. I need my little trash can here. Here we go. Oops, 2 more pieces. I see a little piece of plastic over here that sprung and escaped. There we go. So I have 2 types set up. Oh, I remember what the damn name of these things are too. Spades. Yes. A spade connector. I think that's what they're called. Now we just need to get the colors right and make some labels. Now, I don't think I have the label maker handy right here. Oops. Sorry about the microphone pull. Okay, here we go. Put our alligator clip away. So here we have Mr. Rhino. And I actually don't remember which label's in here. So what do we have in here? 1/2 inch. Okay, that's good. That'll work. There we go. Where's my backspace key again? I have a backspace key somewhere. Where is it? Cap space, favorites, custom library size. Is this it? No, that just moves that there. Yeah, okay. There we go, general. So we need to do a test label just to figure out what size we're doing. So let's do ground. And what we actually want to do is this sort of thing, so that we can fold the label over. So let's print one out and see what we get. And as you can see, way too freaking big. So font size, where are we? We need to change the font. I'm used to the one at work. I still haven't quite mastered this. Custom settings, remove, save, feed, styles. Size, okay. 32 point, 22 point, 18 point. Let's do an 18 point. That's still too big. Size, 12 point, 8 point. That'll do. But I want a little more spacing between the things, so space, space, space. Like so. Okay, so print another one. That's better. See? There we go. So we're going to need 2 of those. And then we're going to need, there's my backspace key. Doink, doink. We're going to need hot. Hot. And then I need this. Hot, or should I call it live? Or should I call it neutral? No, hot. And we go back, 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 and we go hot over here. So there's our hot. And we just ran out of labels. I hate that when I do that. Not a problem. So I have more labels. Just hold on to your horsies. Oops. Okay, so more labels. Let's open the pack up, put her in, and try again. Goes in like so. And close the lid. And we say, okay, it's half there, and I'll print another one out. There we go. Hot, hot. So now we need neutral. Wonder what the short word for neutral is. NU? NEU? Let's see what happens. Backspace, backspace. NEU? Neutral? Yeah, let's do that. And back over to this side. Back, back, back. NEU. Print one out. Print another one out. Okay, so now we got our cables. And this is our crap. And we don't need this on anymore. And we don't need that. Okay. Put that back in the drawer here. It was on sale. Amazon had it like $80 off or something like that. It was worth a good deal. Okay, so we don't need that. And we can close this heat shrink tubing container and the connector container. So what we need now is to figure out color codes. So we'll switch over to something like this. And we are going to look for AC color code. So we got, okay, so neutral at white, ground is green. Okay, so one phase on the green, black, white one. Let me find those chords again. What did I just do with them? So one chord. And where's the other chord? Here, right here. So we've got the style with, okay, blue, green, and brown. We'll do that one second. The first one's obvious, white, black, and green. So white, black, and green on one phase. You can see that right down there on the Canada US column. Green is ground, black is live, and white is neutral. So, and we can test this out, by the way, simply put. Like, I mean, want to verify that green is the actual ground? Well, that's where your friend the multimeter comes in. And I just dumped something on the floor. What did I do with the damn power cord? Oh, right. It fell to the floor, too. Okay. Okay. So, one multimeter. We need that setting. And, of course, right. So, ground and green. There you go. Ground. Okay. Now, in a wall socket, you'll find, here, just a sec, back to this. You'll find that one side is hot, one side is neutral, and normally the plugs are, one's fat, one's skinny. To make sure that you plug in a plug, and you don't plug it in upside down, right? But in this case, that doesn't happen because the ground prevents that from happening. That's why you do not clip these ground leads off, right? So white being neutral, there's our neutral. And on this side should be our live. There we go. Okay. Okay. So now we just have to put the labels on. So I am going to, and I need a pair of scissors actually. Here we go. My labels are on the rather the long side here, so let's deal with ground first. So I'm just going to cut this excess label side off. So there's ground. It's hot. Here's another hot. Wow, this is actually a little bit of a different label than the other ones are. It's a little thinner. That's what you get when you get clone labels. Neutral. Meaning that they're third-party labels for the dynamos. Oh, you just seen Dave's rant on blog about Dynamo and the new ones, where they have the NFC chip in the roll of labels, and you cannot stick anything in there, and the damn thing counts and determines how many labels are left on the roll and all this stupid crap. It's like, holy moly. Okay, so we need ground first. Okay, so one ground. Yeah, and I definitely bumped the camera, didn't I? There we go. So I said green was ground, so we're going to do this. Like so. Okay, and then we said white was neutral. So we need a neutral label. Okay, and we're going to put that on the white. About there. And then black is live. And Z hot. Like so. There we go. Ta-da! That's one done. Whoops, I just clipped my earpiece there. So now we need to do the second one. Now, of course, the second one has a different color code. So, but still believing on North America. We can look at this. Blue, green, brown. I'm pretty sure green is going to be ground. So we'll just find out right now. Yeah. Green is ground. So that leaves neutral. And I'll bet you $10 on this cable. Neutral is possibly brown. Maybe not. Brown is line. Yeah, okay. So I have to look under the UKEU color code. Yeah, brown is actually line. Neutral is actually blue. Now, another way of doing this too, of course, is that, whoops. We've got the working one here, so all we need to know is what this prong is, for example. And that should be hot or neutral. Yeah, so neutral's over here on the left. So on this one, neutral should be on the left. Yep. So this is a UK color code in the cable. Even though the cable is technically North America. Cheap Chinese bastards. So we want blue first to be neutral. Okay. So blue, neutral, and do this. Okay. There we go. And brown being the line or hot. Like so. And green being the ground. Like so. And then I'm going to just do a double check on this. So ground being green, so let's just put that up there. Good. And then our this side should be neutral, and this side should be hot. Okay. And the other cable, just to match them up, make sure. I want a cordless microphone at reasonable cost. And yet to find one that's not arm and a frickin' leg to buy. So this one here. Okay. So ground. Green. Neutral. Hot. There we go. We are good. And that's if I don't circle my meter around the chair. Ta-da. Okay, so 2 cords built for work. Done. Now, where did I put that tube? Did I put it in here? Nope. Nope. Yep. I suspect I'm going to need the tweezers for this. And we are going to need our boards and the one switch. And I need the PD power supply. Not this meter anymore. You go away before I poke myself with it. What I want here is I have this, I got a power supply for my little hot plate, so I just need to plug it in here. There we go. And then I need this piece to go into this piece. And heating. Now, the only thing I don't know on this yet, and I think I have to get the temperature. On this. So this is the solder paste. Okay, so push the rubber tip into the plunger. What rubber tip? I don't have a rubber tip. Okay. That doesn't fit. Oh, this rubber tip. Didn't even see there was one on the other side. Okay, I've never done this before, so bear with me. Okay, so rubber tip goes into said plunger, like so. Okay, oops, what did I do with this part? Okay, so make sure the orange screw cap is tight to prevent dispensing. Yep. Push the plunger into the dispensing. Push the plunger in the syringe until the rubber tip inserts fully into the back white stopper. Okay. Okay, done. Okay. Okay, so remove the orange cap, push to dispense, pull back to stop. Do not use excessive pull force since the white stopper could pull out completely. So we need a tip. Let's say this metal one. Okay. Okay, so what temperature is this? Okay, here we go. We have 291AX. SN63 PB37. So, recommended refill profiles. I would guess that I need roughly 235. So now we need to okay, no, that didn't work. Come on, guys. Don't tell me I have to. No. What temperature are you going to? I have no idea. We're at 132. It's still climbing. Reaching 200 degrees Celsius.
Okay, red I think means it's ready. Okay, so what we want to do, I'm gonna need tweezers for this probably. Let's just find some tweezers out of here. Okay. So we want to use this side because that's the matching pad size. And we need to do is put some goggles on because I can't see hardly anything. So we need to put some solder on this pad. There we go. Well, that's great. Doesn't even stick to the pad. How are you supposed to put it on? Let's try again. Okay. This is not very impressive so far. This stuff is not sticking very well. I think what you need is what they're using at Adafruit, which, oh, come on guys, give me some more. Man. Oh, come on, this is crap, man. It's just not sticking to the board. How on earth are you supposed to put this shit on? This doesn't even look right. I'm not impressed, guys. Not impressed at all. How are you supposed to get this crap on here? Maybe this is the wrong tip to be using. Come on. Let's try the plastic tip. This stuff just does not stick to the thing. Oh man. No, this is crap, man. I thought this would be a lot more straightforward than this. Fuck. Wow, this is really, really frickin' difficult. You need that template. Yeah, you definitely need those little metal sheets with the cut slits in it and everything that matches the pattern. So, I think I got it, but let's try this. Oh, come on, don't move. Oh, that worked really well, didn't it? Well, there's the first experimental. It's crap. Whatever this is not very good solder. Didn't even stick. Holy crap, this is bad. What the heck? Didn't even stick to the pads. Oh, come on, guys. Get off this. Damn it. I'm also better off not using this shit. This doesn't even work. This solder paste does not do what it's supposed to do. Considering I smoked a part. Well, not really smoked. A lot of smoke came off. Do I have that piece here? Yes, I do. So I'm going to actually do it differently. I think this solder paste doesn't work worth a shit. Well, at least not this stuff, right? Oh, come on, guys. Okay, so what I've done is I put some regular solder on here. There we go. And now I'll put the switch on. Like so. And I'll take it off. Like so. Okay. Let's have a look here. I need my glasses off for this. Ow, that is hot. Still. But it looks like the switch soldered on properly. A little offside, but not too bad. I would need a... do I have something around here? No, it's over there. Just one sec. Be right back. Ow! Damn it. this fucking lens on this thing. Get off for a fair bit. So normally that's a blower for cleaning dust out, but I figured it'd be a good way to cool things. So, okie dokie. So we do have a switch. Let's try another one. So, Mr. Solder Paste is a piece of crap. Doesn't work worth a damn. And disappointed in it. It's just doesn't even melt properly. I don't even know what's going on with that. So maybe I'll ask on the Adafruit channel. Maybe they've got a better idea of what solder paste they actually use. So instead, we are going to do another one like this. We'll pre-do the pads, and I'm sorry, I'm going to take my glasses off and do this because my glasses keep sliding down. Cut it out. To one side. Bend this a little bit. There we go. Okay. So now what we want to do is we need another switch. And I was using the 4-pole one. Let me just find one other 4. There it is. So we need another 4 here. There we go. So another switch. And we put this on here. And I need my glasses on for this. Okay. It's a little bit warm, but it worked. Yep. Ta-da. So we have 2 of them. And get those 2 out of here. So what we want to do, I suppose, is on off. Doesn't really matter. We need some sort of wiring system. Well, I've got that gauge over there, but I do have some. Is it in here? In here. Do I have it in here? Nope.
Nope. Somewhere. I have these little coil of bodge wire somewhere. I'll have to look into that. But that I think I'll have to do tomorrow. I have to find that bodge wire. And then I guess unplug it. Let it cool down. Actually, I'm just going to move it before I touch it myself and hurt myself on it. So we do have that. And it looks like they're soldered really nicely on there. I'm a little over, no, not quite center on them. I'll have to learn how to make them more center. This one's more center. No, not really. But it's soldered on. I mean, literally a little touch up here. There we go. But there we go. We got 2 of them done. Now I just have to figure out where my bodge wire is, and I can connect it to the back here. So like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go off to the pads over there. And what I probably could do with this one here is they go to all to this side right here. I could actually just flood that in solder so that it's all joined together. Or I could do this side here, the 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do that. That would work. And then we just need to stick them to the thing. Not bad. Let us turn our power supply off here before I do something silly. Here we go. PD. Power deliveries USB-C. So this is shit. This didn't do a crap all. Okay, let's put the tweezers back. Oops, ow, that hurts. Gotta watch out, they're kind of pointy. Don't need that. And this can go back in the bag, and this will go back in this piece of shit. Yeah, oh. This is useless. Highly disappointed in that. Didn't work worth a crap. And you guys worked really well once I did it with this. So I do have a whole roll of this stuff. It's pretty fine solder. So it's a good thing I have it. Well, I could do this. Let's do this. So this is going to be for tomorrow. But I do want to do this. So first thing, we're going to need some female headers here. And those are up here. Oh. Let's do this. So we need
2, 4, 6, 8. We need an 8 one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 8. Like so. And we need, I put those away, didn't I? Where did I put them? Just a sec, gotta take a hit. This out. So we had the one I opened right here. That. And then we had the other one. Did I put that in the lower one? Yeah, I did. This one right here. Okay. We don't need that. Okay, so we need a little breadboard. Just for soldering purposes. So we need to put the pins on this one here. No, there they are. So pins onto here. Like so. And then we need to put it in a breadboard like so. Like so. And then we need the regular solder and the pencil and of course, do I have those sitting here? Yeah, I do. One moment while I adjust my glasses here. Those little rubber things are hooks to go on your arms of your glasses so they don't slip off your ears. And I'm having this just a little over. There we go. So, like so. Okay, that's one side. This the other side. There we go. There we go. So this now needs to go into that. So what we need to do is do this. Like so. And then on this, has anyone been watching the trailer for the new Jurassic Park movie coming in June? I still can't get my eyes around dinosaurs running around in the wintertime. I always would think, whoa, why is that all off now? I need something under there. Come on. Again, it's not doing it. Come on, guys. Well, this is going to be great. I got to get at least one pin in here because it's not holding in place. So I feel like Big Clive with his soldering technique. He does this sort of trick all the time. Okay. So now we just do the rest of this. There we go. Okay, so now we have this. It's not soldered on per se. It's now removable, like so. Now that leaves this thing here, which out. So it has to go like this. So do we have any two? Yeah, we have twos in here. So what we have to do here is have a look here. We have some twos. So we can put twos in. Like so. And on this one, we need ones, and I need that drawer of spares. Oh, I can't even see my own bins here. This bin. So what we need out of here is downstairs into here. There is a bunch of... I won't do that one. But... now we do have a bunch of yellows. So let's see what we can do here. I don't know if this will work or not. Let's see if we can do a split down the center. Yeah, we can. Okay, so what we want to do, you get out of my way for a moment, is, where's our breadboard again? Okay, so we need to do is these yellows. Come on. Here we go. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And this one. And we're going to find out here. It is about that. Ow! That hurt. This breadboard isn't that good, actually. It's... okay, so we are doing pinhole 14 2 in. So 14 2 in right there. Ow, that really did hurt. Come on. 14 2 in. Just don't. There. And then we need 14 3 in. No, 4 in. There. See? The quality of these things is highly dependent on... whoops. Let's see. The little... there's these little metal things in here that they're like this. And sometimes they're really crappy. So what we want is this, and now if we can get it on the final holes, like so. So now we got that solderable. So
Okay. Now we have 4 yellows put in. And we got a bunch of these too. So we'll go like this. It doesn't have to be 2, but I don't have a 1, so to speak. And a little bit like that. And a little bit like this. So like this. Okay. Now we go to this board. And we see if we can line... Oops, I need my glasses back on. We need to line this up. This whole here... Whoops, I forgot. They put this little filler in here for some reason, and I have no idea why. This little green thing. Okay, so... Now, it doesn't matter which way I do this, because we will fine-tune that in a sec here. We are just putting these things in. So there, there, and now, oh, all good. Okay, so what we need, again, is big clawed soldering technique here. There we go. Okay, so now, whoops, I just threw the solder away. Now we need to do the other 4 pins. Okay, so we flip it back over now. In fact, I even got it right, I think. Yeah, oh, so we can put that board on, or we can put this board on. Ta-da! Now, the only flaw I saw on the circuit board was this guy here. I got the right piece for it, but it is slightly narrower, and the board makers, so I had to bend a little bit on this. You can see here it's kind of slanted a little bit. Nothing I could do about it. Now, this is a really good breadboard. You can see how it really easily things go into it correctly. See, like so. No effort. That is not the case in this guy here. This is your, oh, I don't know, $1.50 special from AliExpress. You really play the lottery on these. And sometimes when you push in, they come back out the backside too. So just be warned. That's what happens. And I don't think I can judge because which site will sell you a good one or a bad one, because it's just awful hard. Now we need that, and we put this away, and this can go in here, and this can go in here. So all this we don't need anymore. Put those up there. Heat shrink tubing can go up here. And connectors, I think they were up here. Oh, it's hard on my back. There we go. Okay. And that can go back up over here on the shelf where it belongs. There we go. So, don't really need the static bag. I got 10 billion of them. So this breadboard is basically done. Now, what was this for? Oh, right. This was this right here. It's an extra one. So everything is on. So the idea is you can now put power, I think, in here. Yeah. No, I think this powers stuff outside. And you have V external, and then there's a place where you put V internal, like you supply power. This is a motor control for steppers, relay, servos, SD card. So, yeah, now we can actually go into, get the little daughter boards that go into all these sluts down here too. Mic, TM, ESP01, BRD6. Level shifter, step up module. Where was that again? It's supposed to be on here. I'll have to look at the instructions. One of these guys is supposed to be the power in. Oh well, not a biggie. I'll figure it out. But this is another one that's almost near done. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. This can come off for the moment. So, I'm going to just put my ruler up here. Oops. Oh, still cooling. So, I do have that header hooked up. I just now have to do the wiring for the floppy, for the Apple floppy. I haven't done that yet. And of course, let's put the scissors back in here. And this gets this. Just my lenses. This can go back on the shelf over here somewhere. Where, I am not 100% sure. Oh, I know. So, I got power for the floppy drive. I've got the header for the feather board. I've got the other one for the thing. I've got the grease monkey. What else am I missing? I think just wiring and figuring out how to hook it all up. So disappointed in that. And oops. Let's just put that back up there. And so let's try to take the trash out here. Oh, what the heck is this doing over here? It's another one. And those can go in the trash. So, I think I'll leave it for this. I have to think what I'm going to do next. I was looking at Python code to simulate a TTL chip. Apparently it exists. There's libraries and stuff to do that. So, all that is in favor of, what do you call it, simulating the Apple controller. So, I don't need that on anymore. And there we go. So, I'm going to cut it at here. And maybe I'll do another one tomorrow as I get time to figure out where that bodge wire is. So I can do these two guys right here. And I still have to do the trophy enclosure. I have no idea how to do 3D printing layouts. Have to talk to someone about that. Okay, so this is ending it. Goodbye for the evening.